Welcome back, Josh, Bucky, back again to talk sports. We're going to switch gears to the professional side of things. And most Canadians across the country, we're watching the Grey Cup this Sunday. The Calgary Stampeders, finally champions after really dominating the regular season for several years.
Yeah, you don't know. Like now, are they a dynasty? But there was a sense of relief more than anything. It was not their excitement. You know, they win the Grey Cup, but at the same time, there's a sense of relief because if they don't win that game, there's going to be a lot of questions on the Calgary Stampeders. Why can't they win that big game? So instead of you losing it 3 straight years, they finally win it. And you know what? And was that game ever in doubt? I don't think it really was. Calgary Stampeders looked like they were in control right from the start to the end. The disappointing for me, the field was horrible. Like they're like they were playing in a parking lot, and they were sliding all over the place. So a couple of things I think the CFL has to look and seriously have to have that question. Does the season start a month earlier? Or do you just maintain the field a little better? Instead of worrying about what's happening on Jasper Ave and Grey Cup Festival, maybe worry about the football field and make sure that it's not frozen when you play it on Sunday.
And honestly, if you start the season a little bit earlier, you can still get the final to happen after the baseball season. Obviously, the NFL is always going to be something you compete against, the NHL, the NBA, mostly the NHL. But the main issue is if you avoid that World Series window, you can still have a set of time where you have kind of some time to yourself for the Grey Cup.
Well, a couple things comes into play too. If you start in May, you have the NHL playoffs at that time. And not just the fans, you have networks that are broadcasting. So now you have that dilemma: what do we cover, and what do we broadcast? So a lot of questions have to be played. Are they going to make any changes? I really doubt it. Next year's Grey Cup is in Calgary. We know they can get Chinooks, and we know they can also get a lot of snow and can get cold. So next year's going to be fun again.
It will be indeed, and I'm sure the Calgary Stampeders fans hope to see their team back in the Grey Cup. It's always exciting when the host team gets to compete for that championship. Edmonton Oilers making a change just shortly after we had talked last week. And similar to how we were talking about how the Bobcats change takes time, this is probably going to take some time as well. Ken Hitchcock coming in to replace Todd McLellan. Kind of a tough go for McLellan considering how much turmoil this franchise has been in for a decade, but they weren't performing this far into the season.
No, and they went down south. They had 3 games in down south in California. Lost a bad one in LA on Sunday. They didn't look very good. Ken Hitchcock made a statement, I think day 1, into coaching the Oilers. Some players are going to be very uncomfortable the way the message I'm going to be sending to them. Yeah, there's going to be some uncomfortable players for the Oilers. That's the way Ken likes to coach. So Hitch will tell them to play defense first, offense second. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Now let's rapid fire for this last minute. So your 10-second thoughts on Tiger Phil over the weekend.
Don't care. Millionaires playing for $1 million. Phil arrived in his own jet. Who cares?
Yeah, fair enough. Blood Bandits, only 1 game, but got a quick win against the Cold Lake Ice.
Yes, big win against Cold Lake. Back on the road again and kill them on Friday.
Okay. And to end things, give me a promo for this week's sports show. It's an exciting one.
Yeah, Tuesday night sports show live from the Canadian Brewhouse on Real Country 95.9 at 6 o'clock. We'll have members of the Loy-Comp Barons live with us. Also live with us, Bull Rider Cody Coverchuck from the Bull Riders Canada Finals, and also Jim Toth from TSN Radio in Winnipeg. Patrick Laine went off on the weekend. He'll talk about that. And also our 3-time Grey Cup champion, Paul Waldo, our football insider, will be in as he breaks down the Grey Cup.
You guys don't want to miss that show. So you can catch that tomorrow night. What time again?
6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, Real Country 95.9.
Thank you very much. And that's it for us. And we'll have more on Primetime Local News.